The third section we would talk about is the English language section. This section constitutes around 40 questions in whole. If you see, reading comprehension is the most important aspect. Around 15 questions come from this section. You have two passages and questions based on those passages, and you have to answer them. Then you have Parajumbles, around 5 of them. Then you have fillers, vocabulary based fill in the blanks. Then you have cloze test. Then you have sentence completion or sentence correction questions. So these are the various kinds of questions which are asked in this section. Talking about the reading comprehension section. In reading comprehension, it is very essential that you read the paragraph. There are two approaches to solve this. Either you can go through the questions first, so that while you are going through the passage, you can mark down the responses to the relevant questions. This can save time. It again depends how you shortlist your strategy. That is upon your preparation, how you have prepared and which strategy is more effective for you. There are certain students who would like to read the whole paragraph first and then only they go to the questions. So it might work, or the other strategy might work for you. So you should do a lot of practice based on both the strategies and finally choose which strategy is better for you. So, I have seen in most of the cases, the second strategy comes out to be better. That is that you read the questions first, and you just while you are reading the paragraph later on, you can keep on marking the responses to the various questions, and you can write down question number 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 7, so that and then finally when you do the questions, you can exactly find out the answer and spot the correct answer. Now, talking about the vocabulary based, vocabulary has to be very good to crack this section. Both you have to understand the grammar rules and the vocabulary section. Vocabulary has to be good. Contextual vocabulary is what I'm talking about, I'm stressing on, because these days you must have been seeing that the questions are such in which a sentence is given and there is a blank. There are two blanks rather, and you will be having various options. And you might see that a lot of options might be fitting in. So you have to choose the precise option which fits in. So you have to try all the permutation and combinations. Don't go in haste and just because you find that according to you the first blank should fill this, so you mark the answer. Just try all the 5 options and then only see which both of the words are fitting in and choose that as the answer. Coming to Parajumbles, you generally have one question which has 5 parts. So if you understand the passage completely, in Parajumbles what is very important is you must try and find out the connecting link between sentences. Something which is introduced in one sentence which is being talked in the other. So you get the link. Suppose there are certain sentences which are talking about his, her, it, they. They must have been mentioned in the previous sentence. So you get the links from them. So just see that link, find out that link, then choose the option in which that link has been mentioned. So based upon that only you can crack this Parajumble question. Sentence completion is again very tricky. In sentence completion you might see that a couple of or more than that options are fitting in, but again you have to understand the context of the sentence which has been given. Once you understand that this is the context, and then you can choose which is the most relevant one. So do not mark your responses blindly. Choose only when you are confident, or you narrow down to only 2 options. So these are the various kinds of things which come in this section. Let's move to the next section.